Okay, so welcome back to another episode. No, I'm kidding. It's not that serious. So this week I am comparing rotary cutters. Now, rotary cutters are just a really precise tool that you can use to cut fabric. And I'm comparing these two just to see, which one is better, which one is better for me, which one is more exact. But comparing these two rotary cutters, I will talk more about in the video. What I wanted to share was really the lesson that I learned this week in this project. What I made this week, I really wanted to give up. And that doesn't happen to me that often because I've been sewing for, I want to say, about 8 years or so. And I make things that are pretty difficult, but this project was the most difficult thing I have ever made. And I didn't think I was going to make it. I didn't think that it was going to get done. And I had to get this done for an event that I was going to called DC Frock Tales, which is an event for sewists to come together and wear a fancy dress and have some cocktails, which was wonderful. But I decided to make the hardest dress I have ever made for this event. I don't know why I did it. I just saw a picture of a dress and thought, that's the dress I want to make. I realized that it was almost to the limit of my sewing ability. And so, to be honest, it may seem a little silly, but every morning I prayed to the Lord to give me wisdom on how to figure out, because I had the pattern instructions. The instructions did not help me. So I just prayed every morning, Lord, give me the wisdom, show me how to finish this dress, because I really want to be able to, have a good time with my new sewist friends, my, new people that I was going to be meeting. So I persevered. I kept going. I would sew a seam, I'd have to sew it again. I'd have to take the whole thing apart, figure out how it was all going to go together. And so finally, I pushed through. And I just want to say that for those of you who think that the Lord doesn't care about the really small things in your life, if you think that He's not concerned, mind you, this dress will probably never get worn again. My life is not fancy. I work at home. I'm in my pajamas most days. So I'll probably never wear this dress again. Ask the Lord for wisdom on how to get it done. And He helped me. He guided me. So I know that I can pray to the Lord for little things and for big things, because this project, it turned out pretty good. Yeah, I was really pleased with it. And now that I have accomplished such a monumental feat in sewing, it was really a marathon of sewing. Now I feel like I can tackle something else that's even harder. Or I can show somebody else. What I've learned this week is that I am not afraid. I'm not afraid to go in there and try the hard things. I'm not afraid to face the things that I, had just thought that I couldn't do before. Whenever you think that, your ability is here, but what you're trying to achieve is up here, the Lord is in the middle. He will pull you through. He will guide you through. And this small little dress, which again, I know it's a dress. It's not that big of a deal, but my ability was here and this dress was up here. and somehow I made it through. And I know exactly what that somehow is. That was the Lord that guided me. So I hope you enjoy the video for this week. Enjoy my journey that I went on. Yeah, let me know in the comments below something or some struggle sewing wise. We're talking about sewing in this channel, but something that you think that is just impossible for you to achieve, that you're never gonna be able to do it. Let me know in the comments some sewing, maybe some technique or some garment that you don't think that you'd ever be able to make. And let's grow together. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the video.
This is the dress that I decided I wanted to make. Super ambitious. We'll probably wear this dress all of one time, but cutting out this dress, there are 30 pieces. Now that's 30 pieces of fashion fabric, plus it's fully lined, and I've got all these pieces that still need to be interfaced. So it is a whole lot of cutting. And here are the two different rotary cutters that I'm going to be reviewing. This first one is the Maritelli, and then the traditional, I guess this is Alpha.
I think this is some kind of linen blend. So this is the right side, and then this is the wrong side, and I'm going to use the wrong side as like the contrasting pieces. So the first thing I thought it would really compare is the ease of switching out the blade. Out the blade is just a teensy bit more complicated. The one thing that this one has is like this safety feature, so you can open and close this. So you would need to open it to reveal the blade, then unscrew it right here. About this rotary cutter is that you hold it like this, and so it is easier on your wrist, so you can keep your wrist straight and cut like that. It is a lot easier, especially if you have to do a lot of cutting like I do for this dress.
Get to cutting. I thought this curve would be the perfect example to decide which one I like better. I kind of already have a feeling because of just my own personal hand limitations, but I'm going to start with the Martelli blade to cut this outside curve first. But I feel like I'm holding it, I'm kind of gripping the blade a little bit harder than I should, because I know that this is designed for people like me who just feel like they are always doing extra. So that was pretty nice. So let's try this one. And again, I'm just going on this inside curve here. I feel like because my wrist is so free, I can be a little bit more precise, especially when I'm going around this curve like this, because I have more leeway. I can move it or adjust as I need to. I won't bore you with this marathon of cutting, but so far I like this one a whole lot better. I will check back in once I have more pieces cut. Okay, so my marathon of cutting is over. I decided definitely that this is a better way to go if you have a lot of cutting to do. It's just easier on your hands, more ergonomically preferable.
for a lot of cutting. And let me just tell you that for each fabric piece, it needed interfacing, and then the dress is fully lined, so this is the lining fabric that I chose. So the dress itself has 30 pieces, but that's 30 times 3 because each piece is interfaced and then there's lining. So I essentially cut out 3 dresses, which is crazy. Now I have to iron on all of the interfacing, and then I get to sew. So I thought I would just check in real fast because, and excuse the dirty background, this is my basement, my junky basement where I have a big table set up to do all my cutting. And I am really nervous about this project. I'm afraid that this dress is going to be a Gordon Gartrell moment because, I mean, I'm pretty proficient at sewing, but I did not realize, one, how many pieces this pattern had, and I'm just hoping the pattern instructions are written very, very well to help me have success. So we will see. I know I am super intimidated by all the pattern pieces. Yeah, this is gonna be...
Right, so excuse how crazy I look, but this is my ironing outfit. I just finished ironing, well, a marathon of iron. It turns out every single pattern piece is interfaced, which is insane. If my hands didn't hurt before from all the cutting, they are really hurting now from all the ironing. And then I'll get sewing. So, and pray that I don't have any fit issues. There's so many unknowns. And this project is clearly, I've bitten off more than I can chew, but I'm already in it now, so there's no turning back.
So just as I thought, this has taken me weeks. And the instructions are not clear. This is just the bodice. It's all turned in lining side out, wrong side out. And it is so confusing. I'm still not quite sure if I've done this correctly, but this is a disaster. And today is Sunday. Frocktails is on Saturday, next Saturday. So I've got a week to figure this out. Things are just not going good, y'all. Not at all.